Hello everybody, it's me, XA44, and welcome to Terraria. So, I decided it's about time that I made this video. And I am going to be quitting, no, not really. I don't really think anyone would really care that much, so, yeah. This is, well, you read the title, probably, I hope. If you didn't, go read it. It's literally right down there. Like, right down there. Like, just right a bit, yeah, just a bit lower than that. If you're on, you might need to exit full screen. Yeah. So, this is a tutorial on how to make a proper vanity set that doesn't look horrible. And this is probably going to be the weirdest video I'll ever make. Not really, though. It's gonna get... I'm probably gonna have to split this up into multiple parts. There's so much I want to go over. First off, Shoemite. Don't just put Shoemite on and call it a vanity set. That's not how it works. Okay? I've seen way too many people do this. I know people personally that do this. There's a lot better things that you could do in coming up with a vanity set. Like, this vanity set right here is just something I literally just made, and it doesn't look that bad. Like, and I just mixed a couple things together, and I actually really like this. And this is just literally something I just came up with like 10 seconds ago. And it doesn't take that much thought or that much effort to make something that really looks good like this. Shoemite, like, compare the two. Would you rather look like this or like this? Like, I mean, yeah, this looks like armor, but does that look nice? Is that really what you want to be known as? Is that guy that wears Shoemite? It just doesn't look good. Maybe if you could use parts of it, maybe, like, just, I'd say just to be safe, just don't really use Shoemite. Alright, second thing, don't just throw a familiar wig on and call it a vanity set. Like, this here, this is not a vanity set. Okay? That's not what this is. So don't call it that. You can't do that, okay? Putting a familiar wig on does not make it a vanity set. Okay? Like, familiar wig is an improvement. It does help a lot. But not what you want to be using, okay? Like, just as your only thing in the vanity slot. So, this vanity set here is very simple, as you could see. Like, you know, not very much to it. But, I'm going to show you what I normally have as my vanity set. And this is something that I put a lot of time into, as I'm going to go over something in kind of a weird order here. I'm going to move on to actually using your accessories to, like, make your vanity set that you're using better. Like, a lot of people just end up using these as just an extra accessory slot, so that way if you need to, you could swap something out really quick, which I am doing right here, but I'm really not putting that much in here to make this vanity set look a lot more detailed. Like, if I take this and this out, this looks very different. Like, you know, like, there's a big difference there. And another thing is this does make a difference, actually having this green dye here. It makes it look a little more consistent. You probably don't need to do that if you're actually doing this, but it just kind of bothers me. So, yeah. But, like, if I just do this, look at how much less detailed that is. Like, not nearly as good as, like, this, you know? And it's, like, only adding a couple things, and it makes it a lot more detailed. You know? And, like, I'm still using the Spectre boot, like, Frostbark boots. It's confusing it with the weaker version of it. And I'm just dyeing them red because, like, well, as you can see, it looks pretty good. Like, you know? It works. Okay? I probably should have written down notes for this video, but, yeah. Now, next, if you're gonna be making, like, a character, like, that's, like, let's say it's, like, you want to theme it on something, like, just mage, for example. This is actually a vanity set that I used to use, was just simply just doing, like, this. It's really not that good. But if this is literally what you're gonna do, it's not the worst thing ever. Oh, wait, does this actually... No. Okay, wait, what's with that thing, like, at the... Is that from... What's that from? Is that from... It's not from the wings, it's from the boots. Oh, that's weird. But yeah, I used to use this as, like, a vanity set for one of my characters. Like, this is good, but it only works with specific things. Like, it only really works with... if you're trying to do something themed with really some kind of ancient wizard thing, which, how often is that thing you're gonna do? So, it's okay, but I'd say there's a lot better things you could do when you're making a vanity set. So yeah. Next is just the actual things that they, like, call vanity sets in game. For the most part, do not look the best. Like, some of them do, but most of them don't. Like, a really very good thing to use for a vanity set is actually the Eskimo coat, which is just actually supposed to be a piece of armor, like an early piece of armor, which you could get early on, but you're probably not gonna. But it's very good for making a vanity set, because as you saw earlier in the video, just like doing that, it was pretty good. So yeah. So I'm actually gonna swap back to this because I actually kind of like this, with how this looks. I'm just gonna keep it like this for the video, I think. Yeah. So yeah, like, there's a lot of things you could do when it comes to vanity sets, so I'm probably not even, like, saying nearly as much as I can, but, like, there's a lot going to it, okay? What's something else I could mention? Well, when it actually comes to creating a vanity set, I'll just make one on camera here. I'm gonna think of a theme real quick. Let me see. Caped Hero. I don't know. Maybe I could use this. Yeah, and I'm gonna get red dye. Do I have red dye? Yes, I have red dye. Okay. Then I just keep the pants that I'm wearing, and there, new vanity set. Boom. Didn't take long. Not quite what I was thinking it was gonna be, but still, it works. Like, it's not that hard to make a proper, good-looking vanity set. And in case you wanted to know what I'm using for pants, it's frost leggings with just blue dye. Yeah. But yeah, this doesn't look too bad. But yeah. Next thing I think would probably be just dyeing. And so for dyeing is probably the easiest thing you could do. What you need to do is you need to take whatever wings you're holding, take them off, and jump off of a high height. Or maybe just run into a meteor. Yeah, that'll work. You'll die eventually. Okay, I shut my door because I'm nearly dead. Okay, now, in all seriousness, dyeing is actually a very important thing, because, like, you could do a lot with just a couple of dyes. like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to see if I can just, using dyes, just make dragon armor look decent. Team dye. Team dye could actually be very cool looking if you could do it correctly. See? And it just changes the color. So, yeah, I don't really think this is gonna be that helpful. But team dye does actually change how you look, so maybe you could use that somehow, because these team dye does add some dye colors that you don't have the ability to get normally. It also looks really funny just seeing it swap randomly. So yeah. Ooh. Wait. There. There. That's an improvement. Here, I feel like I could find a mask that, or a helmet that could go with this. Wait, this maybe? Oh no, it's not quite the right color. This maybe. Oh no. Let's see. What would be good for this? Okay. There. Look, it's Barney the dinosaur. Yeah. So, I did it, I think. Maybe. I don't know, really. Now I'm gonna take this off before I go, before a lot of things happen. Okay, I put the, alright, that was funny. But yeah, so yeah, dyeing really does help. But I'd say don't rely solely on dyes, because that does not look very good. You could do a lot better than that. So yeah. Yeah. Play around with dyes a bit. And maybe, just maybe, something will work, and maybe you could find better use for that. Oh, I got an idea. I just got an idea. Oh, wait, no. Alright. Okay, I believe I have it in my dyes chest here. Yes. Solar eclipse! But yeah, this. So, this is just literally a random vanity set, like, I just made. Like, vanity sets, it's not hard to make them. Like, you could, literally, I could be mid-battle and make a vanity set. You know, not really, I'm not gonna try that. So don't ask. I was actually kind of hoping for a solar eclipse last time I was playing. I was like, you know what would be helpful? A solar eclipse! So, for some reason, whenever I'm doing a tutorial in this world, a solar eclipse just always seems to happen whenever I want to talk about something. Does that just seem to happen a lot? Is that just... I mean, it happened... What is this? For 3 times at this point it's happened where I've had a solar eclipse to end a video off. On a tutorial video. I might be in a bit of trouble here. So, I'm gonna pause, and I think I'll just end this off here. Maybe I'll make a part 2 of this. I don't know. Goodbye, please.